the video for the last business scholar for this semester. We hope you will clear with our explanation throughout this video. I am Syarizatu Ina binti Muhammad Siddiq, 255245. Now, I will explain about his personal detail. Ma Yun, or Jack Ma, is the founder of Alibaba Group, was born in 50 October 1964 in China. His parents don't have fixed income because they work as storyteller and musician. In 1972, tourism activity grew in his hometown, and during that time, he used that opportunity to give English tour to foreigners for free. In that moment, he get a nickname which is Jack because a visitor has inability to pronounce his real name. After high school, he failed to entrance university exam twice, but for the third try, he was passed and get the offer to attend Hangzhou Teachers Institute. In 1988, he successfully graduated. After that, he tried to apply for a job but still got rejected from 30 different jobs that he was applying. End up, he got a work as an English teacher at his old university with a pay of 60 ringgit per a month during that time. In 1995, it was his first time introduced to technology because computer was pretty rare and internet or email did not exist in China during that moment. From that point, he get an idea to start connecting between technology, business, and people in the one platform. Moving to his story of Alibaba Group. For your information, before he start Alibaba, Jack Ma already involved with e-commerce business a few times, but in 1999, he decided to start explorations in the business world about a China-based business-to-business marketplace site by Build Alibaba Group. And then, Alibaba created something new, which is Alipay. Jack Ma took a risk and started Alipay.com for a payment solution that customers can benefit from it. It's kind of risky, but that was the only way to solve that problem in that moment. The investment of Yahoo in Alibaba Group earned Yahoo a 40% stake, which raised the brand valuation to 2.5 billion, and it was extremely impressive for the company, which is only 6 years old in the industry, which has happened in 2005. In 2014, when the company announced it is IPO, that Alibaba raised fund in excess of 20 billion, having been listed in the New York Stock Exchange. Even today, Alibaba, under the guardianship of Jack Ma, continue to expand day by day, coming up with a new idea and make it a new organization. Jump out to definition of management concept. For making clear, Jack Ma actually don't have a particular concept because he's more concentrated in leadership style that he was applied by leading the Alibaba Group. Here a few important points he's taking to manage his organization. I will go through one by one. Firstly, transformational leadership style. He put a brave step to be a first mover because it will give a huge impact for the industry and customer. Secondly, follow the demands. Means future plan really important to make sure the organization can follow the demand trend on time. Thirdly is a risk taker. As I said before, he started to introduce internet in China by using business as a platform, and without he realized, Alibaba already grows as a global market organization. Last but not least, creative and innovative. For example, he developed Alipay to solve trusting issue problem, even it was risky during that time.
My name is Nur Najihah binti Rakshawi. My matric number 255291. So I will explain about the application or system of management theory or concept. They have five types, which are autocratic management style, conductive management style, possessive management style, democratic management style, and lastly is managing by working around management style. So I will explain more detail after this. Okay, firstly is autocratic management style. So, Cik Ma is very familiar with the concept of autocratic management style because he was born in China and being a Chinese man, so that's why he was very familiar with this concept. And autocratic management style is a one where the manager make a decision unilaterally and without much regard from the subordinate. As a result, all the decision will only reflect the opinion and personality of the manager without interfere by the employee. And on the other hand, a strong and competent subordinate may become irritated because of the limit placed on their decision-making freedom. This was leading to the high turnover among the best staff. And Jack Ma is the only person that have the that make the executive decision because he's the only person that have a knowledge about the internet when Alibaba was first being launched. Okay, secondly is conductive management style. When the company become grow and expanded, Jack Ma it was realizing that he need to change the current management style. He also start to hire more qualified people who wanted to work for them, and each from them will have a new idea and expertise to offer to the company. Even though he was still the CEO, he started to share a responsibility with his trusted with the director and manager. Executive decision take into account the best interest of the employee and not just purely that of the business. This style also can highly advantageous when it's engender a loyalty from the employee, leading to a lower level turnover. Okay, so thirdly is a persuasive management style. This style Jack Ma mostly used throughout his career of managing the Alibaba Group. This style was used when the company expanded to more global scale and needed a lot of foreign partners. He had to utilize the manipulation to keep the investor happy by giving them a prominent position within the company, as well as to get the outside help that was crucial for Alibaba to better understand the outside from the China. And then a manager also maintain a control over the entire decision making process. And persuasive manager will spend more time working with the subordinate in order to try to convince them of the benefit of the decision that have been made. In this stage also, Jack Ma is willing to give opportunity to the subordinate to share any of their idea and interests. Okay, and fourthly is a democratic management style. Furthermore, in order to make sure that the current management style that Alibaba use is still relevant, so Jack Ma was trying to identify the issue that might appear that can give a threat to the Alibaba. So because of that, Jack Ma has also trying to demonstrate his management style to democratic. He know that mix of democratic and power can bring about some very good result and unsurprisingly. And democratic style is a work when the manager allow the employee to take a part in decision making. Therefore, everything is agreed upon by the majority. The communication is extensive in both direction from employee to leader and vice versa. This style also can be particularly useful when the complex decision need to be made that require a range of specialist skill. From the overall business point of view, job satisfaction and quality of work will improve, and participatory contribution from the subordinate will be much higher. Okay, this is a last management style, which is managing by working around. Okay, this is another management technique that is usually not mentioned in the management style, which is the managing by working around. and basically he became a manager who was leading by example. It's a classic technique used by managers who are proactive listener. Manager is using this style gather as much information as possible so that a challenging situation does not turn into a bigger problem. By listening carefully to the employee's suggestion and concern, it will help avoid a potential crisis before they became the more bigger. By working around the management, get an idea about the level of morale in the organization and can offer help if there is a trouble. The manager must maintain his or her role as a coach and counselor, not a director, by leaving a decision-making responsibility to the employee. Okay, next I will explain about the contribution or benefit of management theory. They have three types, which is contribution to employee, society, and world. So I will explain in more deep after this. Okay, firstly is a contribution to the employee. So Jack Ma is a leader. He's very concerned about their employee to make sure that all the employees are satisfied to work with Alibaba. So Jack Ma also give the opportunity to their employee to make a decision. Although Jack Ma is a charismatic, high profile level, and he also demonstrate this ability to develop the leadership responsibility across the organization. Alibaba's probably business are now managing by the network of senior leader. And then Jack Ma also responsible to develop the leadership capability of others to nurture a talent across the business and encourage others to step up and drive growth and performance improvement. And Gemma also is a leader. They are willing to listen to their employee. So this action at the same time can give the good role model to their employee to become a success person without care about the position. And other than that, Gemma also very concerned about the employee to make sure that their employee are satisfied to work with them. So he also built a unique work culture to at Alibaba, which become the foundation of its success. His employee was treat Jack Ma like the combination of father figure and inspiration guru and band leader. Okay, so the second contribution is contribution to the society. So Jack Ma also not only considered to the Alibaba employee but also very concerned about a society to make sure that he can give some contribution to the country. He also focusing on the Chinese market to make sure that Alibaba can invest it wherever was earned back to the community. For instance, he also sourcing from a local supplier and creating a job opportunity. And he also promoting the welfare of his country, and he showed a determination in his fight against the killing of shark for their fans. Otherwise, Jack Ma also give the opportunity, especially to the small industry, to market their product by providing a financial service and logistic information. For example, for the small and medium-sized business can source a product cheaply and also sell their own good using a Alibaba platform. So they can start up their own business with this structure free of charge. And other than that, he also built a platform on which a user can connect through a social network. So they can sell and buy a product and use the service on a daily basic life. And Alibaba is also inviting on a social network system by providing a mobile chat apps that will be called a Lai Wang. This allow a people to find a friend and form a group up to 50 people in the group, and it also can have another function uh, like share a location, share a sticker and voice message. Okay, and then lastly is a contribution to the world. So Jack Ma is only one Chinese citizen that is have a brave to bring the e-commerce in the Republic of China, and Jack Ma bring in the world which is introduce the Alipay as a medium to make a transaction of payment. For your information, Alipay is developed by Alibaba, and Alipay is a third-party payment guarantee service designed to protect the security of the transaction between buyers and seller in international online or offline transaction. And Alibaba also introduced the new lifestyle in the world, which is a cashless lifestyle. And Alipay also give a lot of advantage to their user when they can use a offline payment, including restaurants, supermarket, taxi, hotel, and this will give a better payment experience to their user. And Jack Ma also introduced another business that it give contribution to the world, which is cloud computing. That will be called Alibaba Cloud or Aluyin. Is provide a comprehensive suite of cloud computing service to support a growing enterprise worldwide, including a seller and other third-party customer and business participating in Alibaba uh, online and mobile commerce ecosystem. And then Alibaba Cloud also provide a fully integrated data device and highly social cloud solution, both to have a smart technology provider.
My name is Khalida binti Khairuddin. My metric number is 251048. So I am going to present for the part of criticism of management theory on scholars Jack Ma. So as you guys know that Jack Ma is not a philosopher, so he doesn't have like a theory like any other scholars that have been presented by other groups. So he doesn't have like a theory that he stick to into his management or organization. So basically Jack Ma is known as his leadership style. So knowing Jack Ma leadership style is very inspiring and also influential to other organization and also everyone as well. So his humble beginnings as an English translator and also a job rejection at KFC has made who he is today. So but every successful leader not only have their strength but also like sometimes have their weaknesses, because being a human being we are not totally perfect, we sometimes making a mistake. So Jack Ma has been criticized for his view on the controversial practice known as 996. 996 is a Chinese culture. So he spoken up on the social media in supporting of the work practice, Chinese work practice known as 996. So the numbers is referring to the working hours from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. 6 days in a week, also only 1 day off. So he has been criticized for supporting the Chinese work practice that known as the 996. So there is a associate director of Kin & Co, Singaporean company. So her name is Becca Good. She says that Jack Ma deserved the criticism of the backing up the 996 working week. She says that she did not agree with the idea of the backing up the 996 working practice, because it is unfair to the employees, because they have like to work 6 days in a week and only like having like 1 day off. So she also challenged Jack Ma to experience in baking, like working from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. like 6 days in a week, because this kind of like practice is not just from the mental health standpoint, but also from the business performance perspective. And she says that according to the Mental Health Foundation, she say there's like 14.7% people in the UK experience mental health issues at work. So research shows that when the employees like working straight through 6 days in a week and only have that 1 day rest at home, is not good for the human brain. So there is someone supporting the idea of Jack Ma in breaking up the 996 working week. So he is the head of research at Adam Smith Institute. So his name is Matthew Lash. So he is agree with the Jack Ma idea on the breaking up the 996 working week. He says that some people like working in shortest hours and that is totally fine for them, and others like those in high pressure roles, especially in the city, get personal and career benefit from the longer hours. And this also applies to workers in the tech industry in China. So for the criticism part, there is someone agree with the idea of Jack Ma in breaking up the 996 working week, and some did not support the idea of the Jack Ma in endorsing the controversial issue, the 996 working culture. Okay, so for the conclusion part, although it's as simple as it may sound, so Jack Ma has hard in his life to get to where he is today. A true rag to riches story. Definitely a one which will inspire you in darkest day, because he is totally starting from zero until where he is today. And now having Jack Ma is the founder of e-commerce giant Alibaba, and also is a stakeholder of Alipay. So he is now officially the richest man in China, and also like founded by Jack Ma has been implemented and improved their management system in many different styles in order to fit different companies in the world. So in Jack Ma concept, autocratic management is applied to make employees more responsive due to the nature of the works in industry. So however, it will limit the freedom of the employees when it comes to giving out their idea or making decisions. So moreover, Jack Ma has changed his style into the conductive style of management. So this has strongly built as well as motivation within the employees. But as been talking the criticism part, so Jack Ma also have weaknesses and has become successful leader since he is too lenient to his organization, and also some of the top manager is not totally agree with him. So that is from the conclusion part. So thank you.